Hi everyone, I'm here to do my flip through for July of my Fauxbonichi. I have made this video several times, too many times, so if I mess up I am just going to keep on going, okay? Okay. July 1st, my husband and my 25th year anniversary, and we celebrated by going to Longhorn Steakhouse. Had a really good time. I like owls, so I thought that was cute. I'll always love you. Cut that out of a magazine. On this day, we were going to my sister's. She had off for a couple of days, so my youngest son and I were going to go over there and join in her town's fireworks festivities and hang out with my sister and play games. And so I'd cut this from a old textbook. The textbook was ruined. It was a children's textbook. It was ruined, so I got it really cheap, but I cut all the pictures out and used them a lot in my Fauxbonichi here. This I just wanted to test out. It was an old transparency. It has nothing to do with the page, neither does this, but I just wanted to see how well the glue held onto it, whether or not you could see the glue, and what it did to the page. And it does bow the page a little bit, but I think it looks really good. That you can't see the glue, and it feels really neat. So I have a box of those. I'm going to be using them since I know now that they work. Okay, went to my sister's. We were playing board games. We had ordered some Chinese food, and we played Caverna. That was a big beast of a board game, but I won it. Yahoo! On this day, we were supposed to go to the July 4th celebration on this day. They were having it on this night, but it was canceled due to rain. Instead, we went to Ruby Tuesdays for dinner and played board games again. That day we played Le Havre and Roll Through the Ages. Pardon me. My voice is fine all day until I try to do a video, and then it just gets scratchy, icky, yucky. Okay, on July 4th. Happy Independence Day! I was still at my sister's. Again, we cooked out. Had some steak for dinner. Yummy! We played Roll Through the Ages and Concept. Went to Starbucks that day. Had a nice one of their iced coffee, ice creamy, yummy drinks. Yum, yum. And then I just cut these out of a newspaper. This is our local newspaper. This was, I think, a grocery store ad. So I just cut those out. Put them in there. Still at my sister's. We played Roll Through the Ages. We also played Nintendo Land on her Wii U. And these are from that store, that textbook again. We came home here. And we stopped at Target on the way home. They had some of their dollar spot items at 70% off. I like to keep track of when things go on clearance, so maybe next year they might have a similar schedule. There's no rhyme or reason. I was practicing this looking at the pictures here. So just kind of practicing that there. We went to the Dollar Tree on this day, and they had these notepads, the notepad with the little page marker sticker things. So I based this page loosely on the color of the notepads, the black and white. Had some black and white washi. My husband and I watched Under the Dome and Falling Skies. You have to be careful because sometimes I have to put a sheet of paper in between my pages. Because I use colored pencil, I have to put a sheet of paper in between them when I'm doing another page so that the pencil doesn't transfer to this page, to the page behind it, which it did. So I have to go in and erase that. Kind of a pain. This day I spilled coffee. I spilled an entire, ginormous, huge cup of coffee all over my craft table. And my craft table has a lot of things on it. It was a mess. I had just completed and was getting ready to mail a Midori Midori notebook insert. I had made it, put it together, put the information in me about it. Huh? I messed that up. I'm not doing this over. I told you that. Put the information about me in it. Oh, goodness. And, well, it was ready to go. Oh, that was funny. And I spilled coffee all over it. I had to make a whole nother one. A whole nother one. Oh, goodness. Well, don't keep coffee on a wobbly craft table. Ironically, I had made a YouTube video that day about why I had not completed the July one book challenge. And I had shown my one book and what I was doing and why it wasn't working. Well, that was one of the items that got coffee all over it. And so I did update that video to show my ruined one book. So, this I cut out from the book. Said, flew through the night on the wings of a red hare. That's me, I have red hair. And I thought this was just appropriate. This came from a newspaper sales ad, and it just was appropriate for that day. Here I'd gone to Hobby Lobby and Michael's. I want to take advantage of some of their clearance. And they had these stickers on clearance. A whole big sticker book. Well, I know why. When I got home, these were just falling out of the sticker book. They had no sticky on them anymore. But they were really cute. They're glued in right now. And the rest of the book was fine. Perfectly fine, except for these. This day, that's a little radio I cut out from the book. DJ Lady does a radio show on Thursdays in the afternoon, in the evening, my East Coast time. And I follow her on YouTube. She does a lot of haul videos, journal videos, beauty videos, and I just think she's a fantastic person. And I was listening to her on the radio, and I sent her an email. Hey, I'm listening to you on the radio. So she did a shout out to me. So, just so you know, I was on the radio. I will give autographs upon request. Okay, back down to earth. She did a shout out. I told her I was working on my Midori, so she did a shout out. And she said, hey, you're working on your Midori. Just be careful and don't let that cat get a hold of that Midori and drop it on your dog's head. And I was cracking up laughing. Because I had told her before and that my cat did do that. Took my Midori, dropped it on my dog's head. So it was so funny. That cracked me up. My husband was laughing. How'd she know the cat dropped it on the dog's head? I said, I told her. So my cat and dog are now superstars, as well as I. Yes, I'm a superstar now. Okay. I'll put a link to her channel down below. She's got a great channel. Go check her out. Bought some touch lamps at an auction and hung them up. Wanted to save room on my nightstand, so we had 2 touch lamps. We hung them up, and in the middle of the night, I had a bright light shining in my face. The touch lamp came on by itself. So I'm reaching over there. I'm trying to turn it off. I'm hitting everything. I'm hitting the top, the bottom, the side, and I'm actually banging it because now I'm getting mad. And it wouldn't shut off. It wouldn't turn off. It was getting brighter and brighter every time I hit it, but it wouldn't turn off. So I unscrewed the light bulb, and a few days later we packed them back up and put our old lamps back. They weren't working for us. Even turning them on was a hassle. And they were brand new, so we put them in a donation pile. Maybe someone can fix them. And my husband and 2 of my sons went fishing that day. This day we went to another auction. We went to Walmart. My husband made some chili that night for dinner. My son loves his chili. My other son's girlfriend came over, and she knows that I like Harry Potter. So she made me some butter beer cupcakes. I wrote Butter Bear. Okay, I need to fix that. She made some butter beer cupcakes that day for me, and they were absolutely delicious. And that was just so sweet of them. Of her. Am I doing this video over? Oh, no. So if I mess up, I'm sorry. Went to the auction that day. My one son collects wolves. Anything that has a wolf. And they had some at the auction, so he bought some. And I think that this day I didn't feel like doing this. I don't know what was wrong with me. Just was one of them days. I've had a couple of one of them days this month. Not very happy about that. But that's what that is. Blah, 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 blah. It's more like not blah, blah talk and more like blah, blah. This day, I'm keeping this here so I remember to fix that Butter Bear cupcake. This was one of those days. If you're familiar with Squidward from SpongeBob and the way he is, you'll understand. Yeah, it's been one of those days. I had woken up that morning in a nightmare. Had a very bad nightmare. Involved my family, my kids, and it's just a horrible nightmare. And then my husband came home from work sick, wasn't feeling well. So it was just that kind of day. And as you can see, I put the cherries all over it, scattered cherries that day. But I did put a cute little bear up top to make me happy. Not much happened this day. And I still wasn't up to par, so I just cut a big picture out of the book and put it in here. And it looks cute. Here we had to get our van inspected. My husband said when he woke up this morning that he had found a little sparrow out back in our little screened-in. We have a little screened-in tent thing on our deck. He had found a sparrow in there, and he freed it. Oh, so nice. Ants all over my kitchen counter and the floor. I don't like ants. They even look horrible on my page. My husband and I watched Falling Skies, and we sat outside and watched a storm come in. I'd found these sticky pads. I think that's a sticky pad of Dr. Seuss at Target. And it's a pretty pink, and I had to use it. And I used it this day because the weekend coming, my cousins were coming, and they're Hortons. Their last name is Horton, so it fit. And I also had some old Horton Here's a Who stickers from when the movie came out. Those are some of the stickers I found in my attic that time when I said, yay, I found stickers in my attic. These little fish, my husband, again, went fishing. And I cut these out of the same book. Here, I'd gotten an eBay order of some Post-it notes. And that's what these are, the little flags, and this. And this. Something happened this day that I didn't need it to be on my page, but I wanted to make sure I had a record of it. So that's actually tucked in there in a pocket. And if you don't know that that's there, you just think she's peeking out. So that's actually perfect. And I also sent out cards for my postcard swap on this day. I wrote it up here. And that's it. That was it for my first half of my month of July. Not overly excited, but not totally boring either. And I will be doing my second half of July when July is over. Okay, everyone. It's been fun. Take care. Bye.